Hi, everyone. My name is Jim Lal-Tabak. Welcome to this Wednesday evening energy treatment, and grateful to be here. Thank you all for coming. Going to work on part of the time listening to our inner voice. That's something that a lot of us need practice, and will slow down and take some time to hear what comes to us. And all in this process, we'll still be working on doing this treatment, and I'll be also the idea of supporting your intentions, almost like we're giving a little extra juice to support and move the intention forward in our lives. So just wanted to highlight a little something. I often talk about essential oils, and this is a blend called Balance, and I use it because oftentimes when I've been on the computer a lot, and Balance is a doTERRA oil, but I think I could smell orange in here, and there's some other things. Unfortunately, it's a little small, so can't really read it all, but you can research it, and it does help with a little bit of overusing electronics and being in front of the screen a lot. So anyway, with the new year, I thought I was just sitting quietly thinking about what we might focus on, and I came up with the idea of this of slowing down enough to hear, and hear isn't exactly the right word, but it's about perceiving our inner thought, our pure inner thought that's not connected to our ego. Oftentimes people feel it by paying attention to their heart center, but you can pick it up depending on whoever, who you are, in many different ways. So we'll start, as often we do, with grounding. In order to feel safe and to really get in touch with our inner being, we need to be stable, grounded, not moving, not thinking about the future, not thinking about the past, but simply present. So we'll feel the floor under the feet, or if you're lying down, just your contact place, and your seat, if you're sitting. So just take your attention, your awareness, to where you connect with the ground that's supporting you, and not necessarily the earth ground, but it's all interconnected unless you're floating on the ocean somewhere. So, and even that, the ocean is connected to the earth below it too. So we're always somehow being held in place by the earth. It's giving us a big hug with gravity, holding us in place. And we need to be aware of that, to connect with that, so that we feel safe and stable and rooted. Good. And then feeling your sense of touch, noticing your skin, the temperature, your clothes, the air. That surface, it's a large organ, lots of receptors. So we want to be aware of that so we can take in information. We can gather information through all our senses. And then sound, listening, external sounds, internal sounds, vibrations. I know a deaf piano tuner, and it may sound like a little like how could that possibly be? But he senses, he feels the vibrations from the sounds in his body. So there's other ways to collect sound or vibration in our system, but we can employ our ears as well, as long as they're, still functioning. Uh, and then we'll move on to smell. If you have any essential oil that you might want to help create a calm, peaceful environment, I'm going to take breathe. And even if you don't have an essential oil, we'll take 3 breaths through the nose. Just breathing it in and letting it out. And breathing in and out. And one more. And taking your attention to your tongue, feeling. Just move your tongue around in your mouth, noticing your taste or your ability to taste. Tongue also senses texture quite a bit. In fact, more than just taste buds, texture is also a big thing that the tongue discerns when we put anything in our mouth. So you can also be aware of the textures on the surface of your tongue. And then through sight, we'll notice the space that we're in, maybe looking around, the light. And then if you are okay with closing your eyes, becoming aware of the light that you see from the inside. And you could take your palms, the fleshy part, lightly cover the eyes, and then notice, I see some sparkles. What do you see? Notice, breathe. We're giving ourselves permission to slow down, to experience all our senses. And then moving to thought. Thought, noticing the thoughts as they come and go. And at this time, I'd like you to just quietly have an intention of listening to that inner voice. You could take your hands and put it on your heart or to your low abdomen. So we try to come out of the thought thinking part of the brain. So we are aware of the thoughts, but then we take our awareness down into the body, perhaps to our seat. And then just, without for better word, just open your perception or listen is a listen or perceive your body's awareness. And if nothing comes up, it's certainly, it's okay, because this is a practice. It takes practice. It takes time. We're creating a space for this to occur, but it's not like you just turn the switch on and it comes. But if it does, that's great. And it might come any time during this treatment. So just be ready to notice if you hear a whisper or have an extraordinary sense that could be um, experienced if we are present. Let's keep moving it forward, being aware of our intentions that we would like to have for this treatment, whatever that intention is or intentions are. Become aware of them, bring them forward now into your mind's eye, to your consciousness. An intention is not a requirement or an order. It simply is a direction that we would like to move toward. In visualizing, so we take from that intention, what does that look like? Visualizing and feeling. What does it feel like? Emotionally, how does it feel? What is it? What is it? How will we feel when that attention moves? We move in that direction. We create a safe place to be in our mind's eye, creating a vision of what is our ideal place to be in for this treatment. We invoke and invite any helpers, masters, anything in our wisdom traditions. We invite them into this space. Always, they can be ancestors, but they need to be helping ancestors, because sometimes ancestors had problems, and we honor them for making efforts, but we invite the masters in, the ones that have transcended they have transcended their difficulties. So they're in a place that's more inspirational to us. So we want to invite that into the space and then create a safe container for this treatment. So we surround ourselves with light. We have a surface or a membrane that allows positive energy in, allows us to release anything we don't need. We'll take 3 breaths circulating the energy. So what that looks like is left palm up, right palm forward, and then we within our eyes track as we inhale. We follow energy coming in through the left palm, around the arm to the heart, and then out through the right arm and out through the palm, extending. And then inhaling again. The peak of the inhalation resting at the heart, and exhale, releasing it through the right hand. One more time, inhale, exhale, out through the right side. Good. So from here, this is a very important component, is letting go. We set up this possibility, these intentions, everything, and then we release. We don't need to control anything. The more you can let go, the more the energy you will put yourself into the flow of the universe. So we want to just release it all. With each breath that we take, we let go a little bit more. Each time, slowing down more and more, releasing more and more, and allowing the energy to flow through us, through our beings, and like we're floating on a stream or a cloud in the sky without any effort. It just moves gently. We'll have plenty of time in the rest of our daily lives to make efforts right now. Give yourself permission to let go. Sleep. And stay conscious. And maybe, if you're really tired, fall asleep. No rules. I'll go through the chakras, just doing a gentle cleansing and activation, starting with the fourth chakra, heart chakra. Then going to the first, root chakra, base of the spine. Second chakra. And this chakra, I think I'll spend a little more time. It has to do with attachments. We want to let them go. Dealing with boundaries and emotions. And we know emotions come, go, fears come, go. Everything just can, sometimes they seem to stick around longer, but they, in the end, things change with feelings and emotions. And then third chakra, relating to self-will and boundaries, perfectionism, self-critical thoughts, to clear all those. Back to the heart. Fifth chakra is throat. And then the brow chakra, third eye. As thoughts come up, just acknowledge gently and let them go. Let go of any criticism or doubts or anything at all that you open, then opening to new ideas, creativity, intuition. And then the crown, top of the head. And then we clear the higher source connection, about 12 inches, taking your awareness 12 inches above crown. So I want you for a moment to expand your container to fit the room that you're sitting in. And then take a moment to feel the floor again, to establish grounding wherever you're connected. And then expand your awareness above you into the space near the ceiling. This is a contained journey just above us. We can take a moment in your mind's eye to look back and see yourself. We're not going out on some long, advanced, or complex journey. We're simply staying in our space, but viewing ourselves as part of this interconnected world. And then pull your awareness back into your body. Just gently feel your feet, or where you're sitting, or where you're resting, just to reconnect and feel your body for a moment. If you would, place your hands back on your heart. Focus your attention there. See if you can be aware of any inner message. Inner experience. It doesn't have to be words. Learning to have consciousness, the awareness of what our inner, what our purpose, what our, without all the, I want to have a new car, or, those kind of things. Those are okay, but what we want to do is, get interested in our deep spirit message. All the energy continues to flow. If you have any kind of discomfort from the process, make sure that you don't just sit there, move around a little bit, shake it off, find a set, change your position. It's okay. Without feeling any kind of being stuck, or because we all have stuck places, parts of our consciousness, our being. So I think I will go through everyone that's on my list here and clear any of those, any kind of things that are holding one back. So I'll go through each person and just clear that whatever blockage energetically. Starting with Diane. And Brian, I always add him in. And then Angelina. Archana. And Anand. Claire. And Dave. And Lisa. Marguerite. So just what pops up, has been coming up in this as I'm doing this treatment is that, our belief systems, our thoughts, our histories, our experiences all color and hold us in place. Some of them are helpful, I mean, to some extent, but others keep us from moving forward in our lives. So we want to keep those things, as we become aware, this is not a one and done kind of situation, but if something pops up into your awareness, and you might have to spend time learning to release and let go and not be caught by it. So, especially if you find it to be something that you want to get rid of, right? At least you have to want to get rid of it before you can. Taran. Kathy. So I'm going to send all these, any kind of blocks, negative energy, off into a black hole somewhere where it just gets sucked away. You don't have to leave it around to pick it up again another day, right? It's gone. Okay. Where are we? Okay, perfect. Oh, so bring your hands together, and we're going to work toward closing up. Rub your hands together a little bit, create a little friction. We're going to get a little sense of that energy. Perhaps you can, between your hands, just slowly moving them back and forth a little bit, just without touching. Feel your awareness in your hands, and then maybe moving out a little wider, opening and closing. There's this field. And I've been liking this this download idea and experience. So reaching the arms up, inhaling and exhaling, and imagining golden light, like a siphon. That's where we're letting that light pour down into our crown of our head and down into the heart region, and then trickling throughout the body. And if your arms might get tired, just slowly bringing them back to the heart center. Breathing nice and smooth and even. So we want to share this energy with the world, with our friends, family. So we'll reach up one more time. Fill our body vessel with healing energy and light. And then bringing the hands back, the heart will send it out like a rippling wave, starting from close and then expanding. You can do it a few times, inhaling and sending it out. It just goes out into the universe, out into the local and regional areas. And then bringing the hands back one more time. Take a moment to express gratitude, to thank any of our helpers. Grateful for all of you on the call tonight. anyone who sees this in the future. Know you're always welcome. I'm grateful that I can be one little positive node in the field, that I can add a positive, be a positive shining component of this existence. So I want to thank all of you for coming. Have a beautiful, new, prosperous, and enjoyable new year. And I heard someone coin it as a new you instead of a new year, which I liked. And really enjoy and let go of that, anything you don't need, and invite whatever you do into your life. So namaste, peace. Thanks everyone for being here, and we'll see you next week, same time. Take care.